Today, the whole nation honored the day Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born. Madison and Dane County held their annual observances at the Overture Center.
The event's keynote speaker and one of the Little Rock Nine spoke one-on-one with our Arman Rahman and says it's a day we should all see the work we still need to do.
Madison and Dane County's 39th observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day is headlined by a speaker who led the movement to desegregate schools in the 1950s and says there are still many lessons to learn from Little Rock.
This is no time for celebration until celebration is here. But we got a lot of work to do.
Dr. Terrence Roberts hasn't stopped doing the work since he was 15 years old, growing up as a Black American.
You mature faster because you have to. I could have been killed had I not understood the rules.
Roberts is one of the Little Rock Nine students who were barred from entering the formerly all-white Little Rock Central High School by the then governor of Arkansas in 1957, 3 years after the Supreme Court's historic Brown v. Board of Education ruling.
The governor of Arkansas closed down all public high schools a year following the so-called desegregation. And I'm amazed at how many people will come up to me and say, oh, we're so glad you were so successful in desegregating.
As we witness, the fight for civil rights is far from over.
Dr. Roberts says 67 years later, education is still not accessible to all, nor does it paint a true picture of history.
We think it's important. That's the word. Those are the words. That's the parlance. But in action, we don't. We don't fund education, we don't support it, we don't respect it.
Two young people in the Madison community, Ashziana Alexander and Matias Lemos Castillo, were awarded the Martin Luther King Jr. Humanitarian Award this year. Dr. Roberts urges all young people to step up and investigate their history.
I'm always urging them to read, always urging them to ask questions, to put people on the spot if they have to, not be afraid of it.
Throughout the whole weekend leading up to Monday's event, the main group organizing the observance, the Martin Luther King Jr. Coalition, hosted events centered around youth across Dane County. In Madison, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.